but, you know, it's whatever, right? And so we got a little owl here, so we're going to push up his nose and rip his head backwards, snap it. His wing is going to pull up, and we're going to pull a little switch. We're going to rip his wing off, and then take the boat from inside his chest cavity. Now, this appears to be the place that you escape from if you do the correct ending. So anyways, we got a little rat here. We're going to pull down on his butt. His face is going to rip open. And I'm being very brutal about this. I apologize. We're going to push the little buttons behind his ears. Whew, okay, alright, what? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I gotta move the Mickey mic. What? I'm sorry. Okay. What is up, you guys? It's Sarcastic Dragon here. We're back with the Room 3. So, you know, I just reviewed the last episode, and, I mean, I just finished recording the last episode. But, it turned out fairly good. I mean, like I said, or like I mentioned in there, I mean, there's a few lag spikes here and there, but, I mean, it works pretty good. So, we're going to continue our game with the Room 3. Now, I did realize that it was a bit quieter, and I mentioned this, but I was kind of unclear on it. What I meant was, what you're seeing on screen here, it is a bit darker than it is on my phone's screen. So, not entirely sure, what I can do about that, but, I don't know, maybe I'll fiddle around the settings. So anyways, we are here in the clock tower. Now, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to come up to this thing right here. Now, I mean, just imagine, like, I mean, they do really good with the gilded textures in the Room PC version. So, I mean, I'm just really excited to see these textures in, you know, without the constrictions that having being on a mobile platform presents. So anyways, we're going to come over here real fast, and we're going to put in the name of the tower, which is Pyre. So this. See, now we got a P here. Next we're going to do Y, so we're going to do up, down. Next we're going to do R, so we're going to do down, up. And then just the reverse, down, up. And once we do that, this little guy right here is going to pop open. I wonder if I could do a wired connection and that might improve the frame rate. I'm not sure. But anyways, so now that we've got this, we're going to want to flip this upside down. And we're going to want to spin this little sucker until it opens up. I'm not entirely sure what to deal with that and how that works. But anyways, now we got a little magnet here. So now, this is where the cool stuff starts happening. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this works. I just always spin it until it does what I want it to, like that. So, I mean, now here... So this is a model of the entire place. I mean, this is the island of Grey Holm, which is what this place is called. Yeah, I mean, they've got all the different buildings here. Now, it's kind of an incomplete model, and that's the point of this puzzle, is you got to go through and get all the pieces to finish it. But anyways, so I mean, yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's a much larger scale. And so this here is actually, I believe, one of the levels. It's the workshop. And I mean, it doesn't exactly look like this in the game, but it appears to represent that level. So, as you can see, we put it on, and we're going to go inside the tiny little model place. So anyways, in here we've got a little snake. So we're going to pull this right here, and then match it up like so. Once you do this, this will pop up. Oh, I'm not sure if I said this already, but I apologize if it's a little quiet. I can turn it up. I mean, that might help a little bit. I'm not sure. But anyways, we're going to push this button. Snake's going to give a hissy hiss. And we're going to take the little magnet out of his saliva. Wait. No, I'm sorry. Well, I messed up with that. I'm sorry. Anyways, his saliva-ridden mouth is what I think I was going for, but that doesn't really make sense, and I knew that. But anyways. So, this next part... now, as you can see, we are tiny and in a little Stonehenge. Now, this next part is a little bit, I always found it to be a little bit tedious, so what we got to do here is we got to push this, and then we got to, and then we got to trace that in here, but I always found that to be tedious, so I've just recognized all of them. Boop, 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 and then just a figure 8 kind of style thing. And those are the codes. And then, so once you do this, you'll get a I'm not even entirely sure, but it sounded like a drum roll when that thing was rolling open. So, here we are. Now, what you're supposed to do with this part right here in the magnets is you're supposed to find clues throughout the thing, like right here, for example. And then, hang on, I'm going to grab this real fast, grab this little clock face. And then input those symbols into here to figure out what combination you need to do this part right here. But like I said, I always found that to be a bit tedious, so I have memorized them, kind of. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that, but that works. Okay. And so now we're going to want to do that. No? Other way around? Okay, hang on. Boom. There we go. Excuse me. And now this will unlock. And we're going to want to just yank this little guy open. And then we got this wooden model piece. Now on the back here we've got a compass looking thing. Now it took me forever to figure out. I always just played around with this until I figured out what it was. And then it finally occurred to me that these look shiny, and I noticed this. But for a long time I just played around with it. I mean, the first couple gameplays the first couple playthroughs I did of this, I just used that. I just played around with it until it worked. So yeah, I believe that's everything we've got here right now. And so next we're gonna come up here to this little clock tower, which is another level of the game, which is the next one after this. I'm gonna pop this open here. Doesn't exactly look like that inside the same way it does in the level, but you know, it's whatever, right? And so we got a little owl here, so we're gonna push up his nose and rip his head backwards, snap it. His wing is gonna pull up, and we're gonna pull a little switch. We're gonna rip his wing off, and then take the boat from inside his chest cavity. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the actual screen on my TV, so what it's actually recording. It's like I said, it's a little bit hard to for me to see. So anyways, once you put this in, I'm talking about the lag spikes, but anyways, once you put this in, this entire room's essentially going to turn into an elevator, I think. Yeah, that's about what it looks like, this platform at least. Now, and the ceiling's going to open up so you don't get crushed. And like look at that, the stars. Like look at that right there is the scenery I'm talking about. You see that back there? Like imagine that. It's already glorious on its own. I mean, I'll get a better look at it in a little bit towards the end of the level, but so I'll show you then. But anyways, so now that we've done that, I mean, you don't have to do this in any specific order, but we're gonna go into here, grab this. This little guy will pop open, and as you might guess, we're gonna want to put the boat in here, twisty, turn, in. And then, a little window opens, we're going to go inside. Now this appears to be the place that you escape from if you do the correct ending. So anyways, we got a little rat here. We're going to pull down on his butt. His face is going to rip open. And I'm being very brutal about this. I apologize. We're going to push the little buttons behind his ears. And open this up. And we get a little key. It looks like a watchtower or something. I don't know, man. So anyways... yeah, I mean, and so I'm thinking, I really do think I am going to do a graphical comparison between mobile and PC versions on the Room 2 at least, because that one is a much better environment for something like that. I don't know if I should talk through it, though. I mean, I feel like those are things you do silently, but, like, I just kind of want to butt in, because that's what I do. So anyways, now we are inside the watchtower that we are in right now. As you can see, there's another miniature set of models. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to roll this in until it does that. It's going to open up, and we're going to do this again Inception style. We're going to go inside the tower, wait, inside the tower that's inside the tower that's inside the real clock, or the real lighthouse tower. You get the idea. So anyways, and we're going to go inside yet again. And see, I mean, like, this is really cool. I like this. This is creative. I mean, Fireproof Games is very good at making these creative puzzles, and they don't ever seem to really mess up with that. I mean, they're just very consistently good with what they do, and I really like them. And they're just a really good indie developer. I guess they'd be considered an indie developer. I mean, they're well, I'm not sure. I mean, they're not exactly AAA. I mean, they're definitely not on like EA's level or like Activision or anything like that. But you know, they're very good. I mean, on scale-wise, I mean, professionally, these guys are probably, I'd say, equal to just about any other developer out there. They're very talented. I'm just kind of bumbling and messing up with my words. I apologize. But anyways, so now that we've done that, we're going to want to come over here to this little diver's helmet. And in here, we're going to find a multitude of things. First and foremost, this. We're going to want to close that back up. I'm not going to read a lot of the notes. Here, you know what I will do, though? I haven't done this with them so far, but I will. Here you go. Oh, here, you know what? I can read this one. The rocks of this island have always had a taste for blood. This tenacious Aquanaut thought his science would be proof against them. I hope his curiosity into my affairs is now satisfied. The Craftsman. Okay, I'm sorry. I like reading in dramatic voice, and because I have OCD, I'm gonna close that drawer. I mean, I don't know. I kind of have OCD. I think everyone does to some degree. I don't know, man. Anyways, we're gonna want to click this right here. This thing's gonna open up. We're gonna grab this little peg, rivet, whatever, and we got a code right there. But I've memorized it as usual. Okay, yeah. So here's another example. So of what I was going with before. So you can obviously come in and put it in there, but actually, I think you can do it from all the way out here. No, you can't. But you can do it from out here. And I mean, I'll show these opportunities whenever they come up, or show that mechanic in play whenever it comes up, just to give a little. And so now there's just to give a little, you know, examples here and there. So, yeah, I mean these textures are pretty decent. It's making my phone run kind of warm, but then again, I also have it plugged in because it's on low battery. So, well, kind of. So, anyways, we're gonna flip this switch here. That's going to cause this to open up. Now this is also yet another level that you will come across in the game. It's actually the last one. Well, kind of the last. I don't know. This game is very asymmetrical, and I like that. It's a very different deviation from what they've had before. So we're going to want to pop this open and go inside the telescope hole. What? Okay. And so in here, we've got a grasshopper. Now, I'm not entirely sure why they picked the animals that they did. Maybe they just picked them at random. I'm not sure. But we're going to pull his back open, flip this little guy right here. This is going to pop open, grab the metal pointer, and come back out. Like I said, I have not been checking the actual screen. It's distracting to look at both of them at the same time. So I hope this has been turning out okay. Again, I apologize if there's a little bit of lag. I'm going to look into it after that and see if there's anything I can do to fix that. So anyway, we're going to put this metal pointer on here, right? And then this thing's going to pop out. We're going to want to spin it down this way. Do this, and then you're going to want to go here. And you want to go here. So, yeah. And again, as usual, I highly recommend this game. It's $5, but like really, it's well worth it. You definitely get your money's worth. It's on the App Store and it's on Android now as well. It came out a little later on Android, but it's out now, I believe. So I'm sure it is. But anyways, yeah, I highly recommend you go play it yourself. I mean, you can obviously just watch me play this if you want, but like it really is not the same experience as playing it yourself. It really is just better if you. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not really advertising for them, but I kind of am, but you get the idea. So anyways, we're going to just unscrew this and stop being awkward here. And this is going to go, da-da! Or something. I really want to see what water textures would look like with their, you know, with their engine, whatever engine it is they use. I'm not sure, but I feel like, I mean, those water textures are obviously a little rough, but, you know, I think I really want to see what they would do with that, because I don't think there's been any really water in the rooms before this. But anyways, that's just me rambling. So anyways, we're gonna want to come here. We're gonna want to unscrew this, and yay! Now we've got a little unscrewed acorn, and this makes a very satisfying little click. You ready? I don't know why. That's satisfying to me. So anyways, we're gonna want to put this antler here. Twisty twist. No, wait. No, wait, no, I had that right. What? I want to put this, no, here. And there we go. So now, this here is going to rise up. Ta-da! And we're going to want to put this little guy in here. It's going to just drop in and crush it. Boom. And apparently it was filled with blood. I I guess. And so we're going to get a little glowing gemstone, probably made of uranium or something like that, and probably getting a disease holding it. So, I mean, yeah, it pulsates, as you can see. Can you see that on the camera? Yeah, you can. Boom. And the models of the things that you see in your inventory, they do change. Like when I unscrewed that acorn thing, for example, it obviously came out like that. But it even comes down to small things like, watch, if I wait till it stops glowing brightly, it will appear as darker in my inventory, and then if I do it brighter, it will also show up as brighter in the inventories. I don't know, it's just a little attention to detail that's kind of cool to see. But anyways, we're going to want to put this little light thing in here. And it's gonna kind of look like one of those honey things that you use that they use. You know, I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea what those are called. But anyways, you know. So once you've done that, all this is just gonna go down, and we're going to get an elevator. Hooray! Boom. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna want to twist this up here. Doors are gonna close. Click. It's gonna lock up my screen for a second. It's not gonna let me move the camera, but anyways, so we're gonna come all the way up there. Now here's where you're gonna get a good look at the scenery outside of the the confines of the levels and whatnot. So hang on, I'll take a look at that in a second. So there you go. Like, you can see the castle out there in the distance. Yeah, I mean, just really, really cool. And there's those stones over there. I've actually never seen those before, but those were the things like where we got the glowing crystal that we used to put in here. Like that's that over there. I never actually saw that, but yeah. And those don't ever come into play other than that that we just did right there. But I mean, like, I just think this game would look gorgeous in a PC setting. So anyways, we're gonna come over here and zoom this right here. Boom. Pull this up, push this up, and there we go. Hooray! Now we can look at the different designs for the cage thingies. And yeah, I know it was already back there, but it just bugs me if I don't come back around all the way. So anyways, we're gonna put this in. It's gonna close up, and boom! You are now blind. Yeah. And now we get another pyramid. And when you grab this, everything's going to go batshit and teleport us back from whence we came. So, anyways, that was the lighthouse. Scaling the lighthouse was quite the feat. Though its beam may illuminate troubles to come, they remain yours to shoulder. So, we're going to continue here, and I'm going to show you, oh, it's 10:20 or 12:29 a.m. so it's midnight. Well, I mean, okay. So, anyways, here's where this comes into play. So, watch. As you can see here, this is actually set to my real time, so it's at 12:29. Now we're gonna wait here for just a second until it turns to 12:30. Hang on. I can't use my phone as a clock, and I can't see the exact time that's left. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab my watch real fast. Might turn by then, but whatever. Hang on. All right. Okay. All right. So we got about 15 seconds. So yeah, we'll just sit here and wait it out. You ready? I mean, you can skip forward if you want, but like I said, it's gonna be 10 seconds about. Okay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So, see, there you go. So, see, that's cool. And so you're going to want to pop this open. And so this is to get one of the secret endings. And now you can see down there. So, let's see. 412. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to pull this down like that, like so. It took me a little bit to get all these figured out. So, anyways, yay, now we got a little crystal. Now, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. We don't need hints. We don't need hints. No, thank you. No, there we go. Okay. All right. So, anyways, that is where we are going to leave this episode. In the next episode, I will, start putting the pyramids down and stuff like that. And, Hopefully we'll follow in the steps of the legendary Old Man MacGuffin. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, maybe click subscribe, or like it, or comment and say, that's some voodoo shit right there, Sarcastic Dragon. You're not bothered by the fact that that pyramid is spinning there at all? Because I'm not. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.